So next question we're gonna do with somebody. All right. Oh, so this is as a seller. Okay, so as a home seller, you know, basically the same question, but just on the seller side. Should I sell now or should I wait till the market stabilizes? And, you know, there's a couple different issues. Okay, so should you sell now or should you wait till this whole coronavirus thing's over? To sum it up, I would say sell sooner rather than later. I think there's more potential downside for you as a home seller. So let me give you a quick look at what's been happening over the last decade. So 2008, 2009 was the financial crisis. Home prices were so far down. Since then, they've come up between 7 to 10% year over year. So in some cases, they've gone up 50, 75% from what people bought them for 10, 12 years ago. So what I'm saying is you have a lot of equity as a homeowner. And if you sell now, you can cash out and realize that equity. Now, you may think, well, I want to hold on. Is this the top of the market? Nobody ever knows it's the top of the market until it starts dropping and looking back. So with not knowing this, I would say if you have a tenant-occupied property, if you have a property that's vacant, if you've been thinking about selling and whatever house you're in now doesn't suit your needs and you want to move longer term, do it sooner rather than later, because I think there's more downside risk. We've already seen a high appreciation, and now what could happen is we could have more homes hit the market. And as the inventory goes up, it's likely that prices would drop. So you're facing two issues as a home seller. Number one, probably more inventory after this whole COVID stuff stops. There's a lot of people that didn't sell over the last couple of months and that will be putting their home on the market. So number one, you're going to be competing with more home sellers. And number two, there's been huge job loss, like 30 million jobs lost. So they're talking about the unemployment rate being over 20%, which is, we've all heard historically, it's huge, the biggest since the Great Depression. So here's the two factors is, there'll be more homes coming on the market, supply will go up, and the demand, because a lot of job loss, could decrease. So with that being said, I would say if you're a home seller, sooner rather than later, I think you're gonna be happy you did. Here's now the same thing I did on that last question. What is the reason, what type of person shouldn't sell now? Okay, here's a thought. I wouldn't sell now if, number one, I was occupying the property and my health was at risk. I had some of the pre-existing conditions like they talk about with COVID that you could be susceptible. So we take tons of safety precautions, but if you feel concerned about your safety, I wouldn't sell at this point. Again, if you aren't in a position to go find alternate housing right now, I would also not sell, because once you sell, you got to go buy a place, rent a place. A lot of people are moving out of state. So if you're not prepared to find the replacement housing, in this whole COVID time, then it's probably not a good time to sell. Other than that, I would say for most people, it's probably a good time to sell. If you were thinking about selling prior to COVID, you probably should think about selling now. And again, we've got a program called George's Virtual Transaction, and we can talk you through it, but basically it protects you and your equity during this whole COVID time, and we take every safety precaution to do things electronically, virtually, online. Then everything's done safe with mask and social distancing. So if we can help with anything, just reach out to me. You're getting this video or you're watching it, so you can either subscribe, you can hit my website at georgelorimer.com, or you can text me at 619-846-1244. Thanks.